friends. Welcome once again. It's been very long since we shared ideas. Yes, a lot has happened, continue to happen with this COVID-19 issue. I think things are a little bit down as compared to previous days. Say the start of March, it was very intense. We are moving through times where things are falling into place. Really, I'm not saying that COVID-19 is over. Far from that. But at least we have hope, like I said in my earliest videos. There's one thing that we have to come to terms with. A lot of countries are doing their best. But it boils down to two things. To me, the idea of giving one person the sole responsibility, the authority to think for the people, really not thinking us in being maybe the best knowledgeable person, but at least to control certain things. And secondly, allowing the people themselves to come out with what is best for them. This amounts to democracy and autocracy. In this COVID-19 era, I have come to realize that democracy is not a good thing for us. Really? Yes. Autocracy is the best thing. Why am I saying that? There are a lot of things to prove that. All the countries that are practicing the form of autocracy have been able to at least make a headway. Talk about Russia, yes, North Korea, China, to mention but a few. I didn't even hear most about Russia and North Korea in this pandemic, really. But notwithstanding, they recorded few cases. Let's come back to democracy. The big giant, the United States of America, passing through COVID time. President Trump being accused day in and day out of not tackling this issue as he's supposed to be. Opposition coming out every day on radio, on television, news outlet, blaming him here and there for failing. Really, that is it. They think that he has failed because the people have what it takes to demand what is right for them. Democracy. When he says right, people are saying let's go left. When he say left, they're saying no. Right is the best. Conflicting ideas. You understand? But when you get to places like the UAE, where I doff my heart out, really they are recording cases, but they are on top of the game simply because they have people that respect authority. You dare not take to social media and criticize people in UAE. To hell with you, because you're not even adding anything to it. You understand? Go to China. They were using surveillance to track people infected with the virus. When the lockdown in Wuhan came, you could not pass through red zones. Not by your will, but by the will of the authorities. That is autocracy. Come to Ghana. Everybody is sensible. Excuse me. Everyone has an opinion. And opinions are like noses, really. I can't challenge anybody's opinion. But when the president says that I am lifting the lockdown based on scientific numbers, people are saying, no. You are doing harm to the people. When the president says that we are going on a 2-week extension of the lockdown, saying, no, you are killing the people. Please, what kind of people are we? You want to starve the people. When the president said that I'm sharing food, they said no, give our foodstuffs. When they come out and say that okay, foodstuffs are being given, are being sent to your doorstep. No, we want to go out and work for our own. Now he lifted it, and still people are crying. Why? That is democracy for you. The people think that they have what it takes to say their mind because it is their right. But to me, that is bullshit. Excuse me to use that word. Yes, In an era where we need serenity, people to think for us. We don't need opinions from people who doesn't even know and understand what. Oh yes, citizens who want to share ideas, knowledge on a topic they do not understand. In Ghana, for instance, a political communicator from a particular party is a doctor, is an economist, is a social person, he's an environmentalist, and speaks to issue from a myopic angle, and we all believe them because they are politicians. Wow! We believe democratic parliament, where for some time a parliamentarian has been in parliament for 4 years, 8 years, 12 years, has never contributed a quota to the floor of parliament. Yet, that is democracy for you. I've seen most parliamentarians not speaking for the entire period. What are they adding when such pandemic emanates? What are they adding when we are in distress? Nothing. I wish Ghanaians can give a president like Nana Akufo-Addo about 10, 15 years to realize dreams, to rule with steel, not with flexibility, pampering. Like I remember what Madame Giftianti said. We have been over-pampered. That is democracy. Because if you do anything, the international community will be on your neck trying to talk about human rights. Bullshit. When we are dying, human right doesn't count here. When is your right? When you die? When is your right? When you are sick and can't even eat? Come on, friends. You see how this kind of political gimmicks are sending us? And I will say 100% for sure, autocracy works best in these situations than democracy. Look at countries like Italy, France, Australia, Sweden, United Kingdom. Yes, a lot of people who are bureaucrats, who are learned professors emeritus, sharing their ideas all the time on social media, on television, on radio, telling what the government should do instead of what the government should do for the people. What did we end up? High increase in numbers every day. International competition postponed. You understand? Economic going down. Financial crisis we are in now. We are talking about post COVID-19. What happens? It is now, not post. Right now, financial crisis. Gold prices going down. Crude oil melting down. See, that's how it is now. But people with leaders who says that sleep and let's work on you, eat and get well and you obey. These are the kind of people countries in Africa do want. Not democracy. The African mentality is not a democratic mentality. The African mentality is a pure autocratic mentality who imposes curfew and says sleep and we have to sleep. You remember so many stories parading around that people's rights have been trampled on during lockdown. They were going to buy food, they were going to buy water. Bullshit. At the expense of one person, millions should die, right? And you have people who are so-called human rights activists coming on board to talk about their crap. Please. We know that this thing will go over. I know that. This too shall pass. But not without a lot of drama. And the drama is democracy versus autocracy. And as far as I am concerned, democracy is losing, autocracy is winning. Could you believe when one day I was following the State of the Nation address on COVID-19 by the President of Ghana on his official Facebook handle, and people were commenting trash to the extent of insulting the president? How? Go to Kuwait, go to Qatar, go to Oman, and come to UAE and do your stupid things on social media and see where you are. That is why I'm even happy that you cannot even do video calls and WhatsApp calls and all those things in UAE. It's good. Yes, to keep those simple, stupid people with their ideology. Yes. We still need to stay home if it is necessary. and keep a super hygienic environment. Sanitize yourself, your hands. Yeah, it is true. And when you happen to move around, please don't forget to put on the face mask. It is important. Even when lockdowns have been lifted, like in Ghana, it doesn't mean that it is liberty for you to get infected. No. Yes. And I know that people will stoop so low to talk about this cheap. When people are talking about scientific number, they are talking about traditional ideology, communicators, party communication directors, who knows how to speak, so they speak anyhow. Please, we need to learn to be respectable with our mouths. Positivity, like the leader of the WHO said, this thing must not be politicized. And I've always said it. Sometimes on platform we do politics, but that is just behind the scenes. But it is very good that every nation comes together, united, to fight this COVID-19. Because divided, you will fail and you will fall. And if we need more people in the mosques, let's divide and do politics with it. The president of Ghana said that people can do private barriers because the mosques are getting full. That is where we are now. Over 2 million people are being infected with this virus as we speak now. 130,000 plus death currently. And the recovery rate very low. Leave because you stand a chance to leave and help your country. For Ghana, I applaud all scientists who were able to understand the genome of the virus. Do you know what it means? It means that in our own area, we can track and we can know how the virus works. And scientists in Ghana did very well. God bless you. Because without that, we might not know where we are going as a country. And the next step in this fight against COVID-19. Stay blessed. We shall meet again. Don't die. This too shall pass. Thank you.